pump action firearms. They're pretty fucking awesome. But the thing is, you're an AK or an AR guy, but your government perhaps to not be able to allow you to have it. For what reason? We don't know. Because people in office don't know how to fucking think, and then you... Sorry, I get a little angry, because it's kind of hard when there's idiots in office that don't know how to use their brains. But let's say you have family and you don't want to move to a different state because they have better gun laws. Real AR-15s are badass. But once you live in Washington, you get introduced to yeah, I'm not making the edit again. That was just not it. Demolition Ranch has done a video on the Troy Pump Action AR-15. It is chambered in 5.56, 223, 300 blackout, and there's a 308 variant, I believe. Now, the real question is it worth to buy a pump action AR-15? Would you even call this an AR-15, in fact, since it is a pump action platform? It's just an abomination that shouldn't be a thing, but it has come this far to where we have manufacturers making this. And that's what we're going to talk about today in this video. Alright, so today I'm going to be joined with by Mr. Douglas. He's a good friend of mine, and he's come to ground onto my pump action AR-15. Honestly, it's kind of sad that we have grown onto it because it's the only thing that is relevant to an AR-15 that we can get a hold. And especially, I got very lucky because I had a family friend who provided me 30-round magazines. And there's nothing wrong with that. I just can't purchase off the market. In the state of Washington, you can no longer buy 30-round magazines or anything that's higher than 10 rounds capacity. So I got very lucky with this, and I've forever been treating them well. And, you know, you can get also, like, 30-round or 10-round 30-rounders, which pretty much it bodies as a 30-round magazine, but can only hold 10 rounds. Because it's easier to practice, shoot, mag swap, and all that with 30 rounds instead of 10 rounds. Now, the real question is that a lot of people ask, is it really worth having 30 rounds? Especially now, since we're down to pump action. Is there really a point to having 30 rounds? Yes, there is a point. There's many points. But it's still a good question to ask. You're so awkward.
Hey.
You know what? You want to introduce yourself? Introduce yourself.
I'm Doug. I like guns. And
why'd you do a Hitler salute?
I didn't.
What the fuck?
I did not do that. I like guns, hot dogs, you know. And, yeah, you know, just chilling, vibing, hanging out.
So, yeah, that's Doug. But, before we get into it, before we go further in depth, is it really worth buying a more than $1,000, at least in the state of Washington, the firearms are the Troy self-defense rifles and certain pump-action rifles that embody an AR-15 platform, or over $1,000. I bought mine for $1.3K. Honestly, instead of hiding it, I guess I'll pull it out. You know, I have a few upgrades to it. I have Kansas sights on the side of it, which, as of right now, I don't use them, because as you can see right here, I have a 1x micro optic on it. It's very good. I can nail anything for at least 300 yards with this. It's 5.56. You can't go wrong with that. And I know the federal government wants to ban 5.56, especially the current administration, which makes no fucking sense in my eyes at all. So, it has a retractable stock, and that's pretty much it. The upper receiver, it's fucking simple. It's the same as a pump action system as if on a shotgun or a Razi or whatever. Once you pump it back, it cycles around, and then when it comes back, it takes another round out the mag. Simple as that. For the lower, it's just the firing house and nothing more. I have tried converting this to semi-auto. It is not possible. It is not possible whatsoever, because I've even gone to one of my best friends that is into guns way more than I am, and for a long time. He's hitting, 35. He's pretty much a boomer now. And he works for Glock. So he's like, yeah, there's no way of converting this back. It has a simple, safety, fire, safety switch. Obviously, it's not semi, fire or safety. There's no semi-auto. It's pump action. And finding these in Washington alone, either finding them or yeah, when you find them, they're expensive, and then once you look for them, they're hard to find. That's pretty much it. You can ask my friend Doug here. He has took a decent amount of time on trying to find one, and in a good budget range, because like I said, majority of them are 1.33 or 1.2K.
Well, the worst fucking part is you're spending like 1.3K on just the fucking base rifle. It doesn't come with fucking the sights, scope, nothing. No red dot, anything, nothing at all.
And you're most likely going to be issued one mag, because Washington is gay, and by gay I mean just stupid, and no, don't get offended by that. It's old terminology, so my apologies if I made anyone upset. But you get a shitty, thin metal 10-round magazine that is... It's okay. Not worth it. Don't use it. Just go to your fucking local gun store and buy a polymer mag. Polymer mag or a simple M4 that's 10 round or a 30 round, 10 round. Because if you know someone that has 30 rounds, please do ask them to spare you and at least give you one of them. Because 30 rounds, it's better to have more than 10. And for scenarios like we've seen, especially when it came to Kyle Rittenhouse, having more than 10 rounds is definitely efficient to protect your land, property, whatever you're defending, or possibly being offensive towards. But then another question pops into picture. Is it worth owning a pump action platform that represents an AR-15 in 5.56 or 2.23, especially 300 Blackout? Because there's 300 Blackout models of this. I don't see the worth of getting that at all. Because 5.56 is significantly better than 300 Blackout. It shoots farther. It's more effective, it's more reliable. Also cheaper. 300 Blackout is extremely expensive, especially in the state of Washington, especially if you live near Linwood. Gun stores that sell 300 Blackout, a pack of 25 to 20 rounds is $30, $25. While 5.56 is $14. And 2.23 is like $1 either cheaper or higher. It goes back and forth because the market here, when it comes to ammunition in the state of Washington, is fucking ridiculously unreliable and unpredictable. So, it makes you question, should you even buy it, or should you go with just a simple bolt action or leveler gun chambered in 30-30, 308, or 44 Magnum even a pistol caliber, you'll be saving more ammunition. But even in the state of Washington now, you can't buy common pistol ammunitions or sidearm ammunitions under the age of 21 anymore. It's stupid. I thought I couldn't buy 17 or 22 anymore. You can still buy those perfectly fine, but I can't buy 9mm, 45 ACP, 357, 380 ACP, what else? 44 Magnum, and pretty much anything between 44 Magnum and 9mm is what you can't purchase under the age of 21, which is fucking stupid and definitely tyrannical. So, should you buy this? Or should you buy a semi-auto shotgun, like how I have recently, which expect to see a video about it. And Mr. Dougie here is gonna get his first firearm back again, which we're excited to, which we're trying to find either pump action or semi. What are you leaning towards more?
I'm leaning towards semi-auto. I'm not pump action for
pump
myself.
Action.
Yeah.
Why? We don't know. Maybe because you can have a pistol grip. Because in the state of Washington, you can't have a magazine or pistol grip on a semi-auto shotgun. Which is stupid. Jansley, you suck and you're annoying. And yes, that's a direct message to you. No, this is not a threat, so please don't raid my house with ATF agents. Because that would be rude. So, yeah, I'm going to put this bad girl back in her little lair. She's just going to be chilling over here. So, my advisory, if you did get that abomination, make it long range, or medium, or mid-range. Because 5.56, it goes certain distance. I think the most effective of this is 300 to 500 yards, right? Yeah. Even when I was in boot camp, that's what we're learning about it with our M16s. That 5.56 shoots between 300 and actually 600. I think that's its effective range. So medium range, I would not use this for CQB or anything like that because you can retract the stock, but it's just like once again, if anything does go south, someone's going to have a better weapon. And especially if it's civilian on civilian, most likely you're going to run into shotguns. So I would recommend rocking a shotgun. Like, for instance, either you can pull out a Winchester. Clear. Heavy barrel. Muzzle brake. What came with this Winchester when I bought it was the door breacher, heat cover, and a chin raise. And that's pretty much it. So if I advise for whoever turns 18 soon, and if you live in the state of Washington, get a shotgun for home defense, just so you know you can secure your home. But if things get rougher in the future, just not looking too good because of political stuff or economic or whatever, I would say go for a lever gun. Go for a lever gun that is above 44 Magnum, obviously, because you won't be able to purchase ammo. And maybe not 30-30, because 30-30 is expensive right now. I have a friend who owns a 30-30, and it's about, you get a pack of 20 for like $24, $25. But you can go always to Polo State Armory. They are great. I buy from them all the time. Like, for instance, every time I get a sticker, I'm going to place it on here. And I've ordered 2 times. I've got 125 rounds of 5.56 for only $60. So, highly advise buying your ammo from there or online. Because I used to be stingy. I used to only want to buy in person, see my ammo, grab my ammo, go. But you can get way better deals, especially from out-of-state manufacturers. Especially at Polo State Armory, because you can get like 1,000 rounds of shot or 12-gauge slugs for probably like $300. It's fucking crazy. I don't understand. It's heaven, but while over here, 100 rounds of 12-gauge is probably like $115 more. So, yeah. Is there any comments you want to say about the platform? Like, would you say, Doug, in your opinion? Would you recommend like a first buyer to go for it, or what situation do you think?
See this thing? You take a look at this thing. When Skylar first showed me this thing, you know what my first thought was? Why the fuck is it so ugly? Why is it so terrible looking?
Doug.
And
Just close the lid. You put it down. No.
And I think to myself, you know, it's ugly, it's terrible, but every time I come and see it, it's growing on me. It's a weapon that you could use, you know, fucking take on people, body armor, whatever the fuck. And it gives you, like, at least some kind of fucking odds of going up against people long fucking range, unless you have bolt action. Would I recommend you buying this useless piece of shit your first time? No. I'd say go for like a budget shotgun, like the Stevens here, because that's what I'm gonna do. 12-gauge shotgun, and it's like $214. Perfect budget shotgun for the first time. Go for it. I went for it the first time. I'm gonna go for it again. And I don't want to sound like that a-hole that's like, don't go for AR, go for a shotgun. But go for a shotgun.
Especially if you live in Washington, obviously. If you live in Montana, go for AR-15. Go for it. It's so worth it. I don't know what age you have to be able to buy an AR-15 in the state of Montana. But if you have the opportunity, go obviously for an AR-15. It's gonna be your best luck of the draw. Obviously, if you're still carrying, we have to wait until. Me and him are both 21. We're both 19 right now. So, don't know much about handguns yet, but I have a little experience with them, thankfully. So, yeah. In conclusion, from performance, reliability, when I first got my Troy self-defense rifle, I struggled to cycle 223 out of it for some reason. Even though it's a 1.7 twisted barrel for 5.56 base, which normally AR-15s alone can shoot 223 like nothing. You would cycle, or you have a few misfunctions now and again, but this will literally, the pump will not come fully back. it won't cycle. I don't know how that makes sense if it gets wedged in there, but 223 is smaller than 556. So I don't understand. I've asked the gun store I go to, Great Gun Nation, amazing fucking store. I was talking to one of the workers there, and she was like, yeah, that makes no sense. And I'm like, I don't know. I literally had to take the back of the, or I had to hold the AR by its pump and take it against a rock and slam it to eject the cartridge. So, I don't know. It makes no sense. So, if there's a 223 designated roll for it, then definitely go for it. Do not, I repeat, do not go for the 300 Blackout. It is not worth it. Even as cool as 300 Blackout is, get like a Honey Badger or get like an AR-15 if you live out of state, obviously, with a suppressed built-in barrel type shit. You know, I don't know much about actual AR-15s because I have not handled them besides one time with my brother-in-law, which was fucking awesome. I haven't fully took it apart besides my own, so I may do a departing video so I can show you the inside of it. But I just want to do a quick little review on it because we can't go to our normal shooting range as of right now because that's what I was originally going to be doing. But there's a fire ban, which means there's no practice shooting or whatever the fuck it's called. But we may slip in undercover and shoot a few rounds so I can give it a whirl. So definitely want to get my semi-auto shotgun. Probably going to the shooting range, try it out, and then definitely maybe go to Green Mountain and shoot a few rounds. Definitely with their, I like to call them breast cancer awareness shells. May blow through a box or so. And see how fun that's going to be because I can't wait. I'm excited for it. It's going to be my primary shotgun or primary weapon overall because number one, it's a shotgun. Number two, it's the best I'm going to get probably out of all my weaponry here. I have long range, short range, mid range, which I want to save my 5.56 because in the state of Washington, it's just getting so fucking ridiculous on purchasing it at a store. It's just like it's out of stock all the time, and I don't want to go back to 223. So, yeah, gotta switch over to that, and then probably gonna switch the opposite out onto the TTF Titan is what it's called. I have to order a rail. I'm gonna get an extended magazine for it, so it adds 2 extra rounds. Goes to the Washington limit, of course, so 7 rounds in the tube, and then pitted flashlight because it has a little thread frame at the end of it, and sling it and duke that bitch out. I'm excited for it. So, is there any last words you want to say, Doug, at all? I've been kind of just yapping a storm over here.
No, good. There's just one last thing for those that even though we've said it before, like we've said all the downsides of getting this thing, and you're still thinking about getting it. One last thought to think about before you get one of these. It is absolutely impossible to find fucking parts for this thing.
That is true.
I could not, doing research for this weapon, I thought maybe, buy all the parts, do it that way, it might be a little bit cheaper. I could not find any parts for the Troy at all. Not even on Troy's website, I couldn't find any of the parts for the thing. I don't even think they sell parts for this gun, at all.
I've done research as well, because I was thinking, maybe I want to buy an extra upper frame in case I take it out, I rough it, and its durability out in the woods, I've beaten the fuck out of it. I've jumped off a hill with it, rolled down a hill, and I've had it roll down a hill in an accident. I've had it in water. It's a fucking reliable platform. Don't get me wrong, but if it does break, good fucking luck. Either you have to be a gunsmith and know how to fucking weld it back or fix it yourself, which I was planning to do, but SDI. Still in GI builds, apparently, so, dicks. I would recommend it, but if you're a first buyer, don't get it. Get a shotgun, get a lever gun. I would advise more than if you want, medium to long distance and reliable at short, get, even 357 can't buy, fuck. Yeah, 30-30, I know there's 223 models. I think the most common one you're going to find is 44 Magnum and 30-30. Especially since if you're just you're over 21 and you're just getting into guns now and you live in Washington, then yeah, I would recommend getting a lever gun that's 44 Magnum, 357. But remember, if shit does kick off, everyone's gonna have level 2 to 3 plates, so 5.56 is gonna be capable and all that. to its max level of penetration. So, unless you got big fucking Bertha here, you know, the 300, 30 cal, fucking behemoth, Ruger Precision, that'll go through any fucking plate level, which I want to do an in-depth video on marksmanship or something like that. So, definitely, it's a fun rifle. I would recommend it if you are...
If you're just one of those guys that wants an AR.
Just wants an AR, yeah. I wouldn't use this for head-to-head with another militia or any combat scenarios, because it's still 5.56, but they're going to have better weaponry than you. It's going to outclass you. And especially if you're just now late to the game, like how I am, unfortunately, everyone here in Washington still has AR-15 that's our semi-auto. So, lever gun or bolt action that's a higher caliber, that's reliable, short to long range. It's just classic. It's what I have to resort to, especially if you go to Gun Nation. They have polymer lever action guns, which has ready to go rails and threaded frames that you can attach shit and all that, which is gonna be my next purchase. I'm excited for it. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that wraps it all up. If you have, I'll do a review on a unboxing video for the TTF Titan from SDS, which I'm excited. I saw a video that was posted 6 months ago. I forgot the name of the channel. They were fucking fantastic on torture testing it, and honestly, for being $190 from the video I saw for whatever, they live in Washington, so at the time it was $125 before MSRP was, I think, raised. I'm not sure. I don't know why it's more expensive now, but it's $190. They shot it, they threw it in water, they put fucking shit in its chamber, they beat the fuck out of it without its protection rail on it and all that, and it operated fucking amazing. It should be worth $400, I do agree with them on that. So, I'm excited for that. And then, maybe we'll do, me and Doug, when Doug gets his shotgun, we'll see who has the better shotgun on pre-building. I'm going to build it up, and then we'll do a competition on shooting, see what's more reliable, what's more effective, what's more cool looking, and we'll have you guys decide what is better. So, alright, well, I think that's all. I know pump action AKs are in the game now. There's 2 I saw on the market on Gunbroker that were being sold from Eastern Washington. So that's... What are you, a pump AR guy or a pump AK guy? So, yeah. And maybe we'll do pistol caliber rifles and see what's better then. Because I have a 22 and 17 HMR. We'll probably do a competition between it. So, which is in the windows in the back. So, I hope you guys are having a good day. My name is West. I'm your host. And Mr. Dougie here, I don't know what associations he's going to do with Nor Darkness besides probably be in the background and watch over us. Alright. Well, y'all have a good day. If you guys want us to review or look at another gun, or, sorry, firearm, that may bring us interest, or it's just whack, I'm perfectly down to try to get it if it's cursed. I already have a couple cursed guns I don't mind. But we need to start uploading more, that's another thing.
Yeah.
So.
And for the love of God, if you do your own independent research, and you somehow find fucking parts for this thing,
let us know!
Send me the
please.
link.
Dude, I swear to God, just post a link. I don't care if it's risky as hell, I will click on it.
Oh,
I will
God.
click on it if there are parts and upgrades, because the SDS TFF or TTF Titan, it has upgrades. It has upgrades that come off their website for cheap. $25 is max that you'll get for slings, magazine extensions, and rails. Rails is $15, which blows my mind. It's fucking amazing. I can't wait to get that in my hands and duke it out. And then I have a lot of you know, excitement for it.
Bro, just send us that shit, okay?
Please. Alright. Well, it looks like we're about to wrap up here. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Please do. If you have any recommendations or any comments, questions, or whatever, shoot away in the comments, and we'll get back to you. Alright.